Beautiful morning, kind of cold. I'm trying to keep things covered. It's working okay well, it did work okay. Well, the temps were like in the mid 20s and 30s, but it's supposed to be down to like 19 degrees, 20 degrees. One, one, one place says 19 degrees, one place says 20 degrees, but I just don't think these peppers will survive that. So I've been covering them and keeping water on them, and then I'm covering them during the day, let the water get hot, and then put it back around and cover back up. It's nice and healthy, but it's not going to live, I don't think, 20 degrees. So I'm just going to dig them up, put them in little pots, and then in like 4 days, put them back on the ground. Went ahead and pulled all my tomato roots because they had nematodes. I don't know why I was thinking I could leave them in there. And I pulled that one over there out that I kept saving just because I was like, well, it probably has nematodes too, and eventually they're gonna start spreading. So I pulled it out, and then got to thinking about my papayas that I've been trying to save over here, and I'm like, they're small enough. I should just dig them up and bring them inside. They have a better chance of surviving, being dug up and replanted than being out here when it's 20 degrees for a couple days straight, and then a couple more days where it's getting down to like 30 degrees, and yeah. Then I can use the covers and effort to cover up things that matter more. I don't worry about any of this stuff. I don't really care. I was going to harvest some of it now and try dealing with it, but yeah, some of it will survive down to the teens, some of it in the mid-20s, so I don't really care. I think the roots will be alive either way, so even if the leaves die or get damaged, I think the plant itself will still be alive. And it doesn't really matter because it's getting ready to be spring here soon. So all this is going to be taken out and replaced with all the new peppers that I have, all the new tomatoes that I have. I want to grow a bunch of corn. I want to grow some green beans. So yeah, this stuff doesn't really matter too much. I mean, this one here is now almost completely empty. I took all the carrots out, ate what I could, threw away the really tiny ones. But mustard there is just self-seeded, so I'll probably let that go, but I'll get that eventually too. Same with all these other mustards. And since it's also getting warm in between these cold snaps and stuff, and the days are getting longer, they're starting to flower. So see, my lettuce is flowering. My mustards here are starting to flower. These ones here are starting to flower. These ones here are flowering. I don't even know what this is, but it's flowering. I don't remember what I planted there. Oh, there's a radishes there. And you can see this stuff here is starting to change and get ready to flower. You can see by the shape of it. So it's all getting ready to flower. So, and I don't really have the space to save it all. I don't have a giant freezer or anything. I don't really like canned greens. I've already have a bunch dehydrated, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Just not grow as much next year. But I'd rather have too much than not enough. And said, I don't know anyone that wants to eat them. I don't know people that like mustard greens or greens at all. So, yeah. Free groceries for someone. Me, if I can get them all. They're everywhere. To dig up my coffee, too. It's looking really bad. I really don't want it to die. It's already lost this whole part. And it's looking like this is starting to die, too. So I think I might just dig up my coffee as well, because like I said, I don't want to lose it. I can use these to insulate some smaller stuff. Dig up this guava, but I can't, so I'm going to try to protect it the best I can. Well, I did kind of want to move it anyway, so maybe I'll dig this up too if I have time, and save it, and then I can use these covers and these things for something else, for the cherry that's a little larger. Maybe that's what I'll do, because that's still pretty small. I can still dig that up. And like I said, I wanted to move it anyway because I don't think this is going to be a good spot for it. So, okay. We'll see here. Oh, this little plum here looks like it's going to have a bunch of flowers all over it, even though I'm going to prune it off. I don't know, maybe I can just let it go, who knows. I wanted to cut it like way down here though. Although maybe we'll get a hurricane and it'll do it for me. I shouldn't say that. I actually covered up my cherries and stuff this time because I actually kind of think what I thought for years might have been nematode damage, which it probably was too, was also a little bit of cold damage. So I'm thinking maybe if I protect them a little better in the cold, it'll produce better for me. Like this is facing like the coldest part of my yard, if you think about that. Like, but it was here for years. Same with this little one here. I even wrapped my avocado. I didn't use these for heat. I just used this to hold the blanket closed because the winds were so awfully crazy here. They kept blowing everything all over the place. Oh, looks like it blew a branch down too. This wasn't here. I hear a cat. Hey, Joey. He's mad from being locked up for days. This is alive, I think. It's just red, probably from the cold. You see all the cold damage, and this is going to just be all dead and brown and squishy. Some of it's alive, though, here and there. Bath is really frozen this time. Wow. Usually it's just a little light layer, if that. This was up there. Miracle berry. It looks pretty dead right here. But inside it might be alive way down there. If I would cut it up a little better or something, it probably would have been better off. But this is all I had, and it's like empty space right there. It's a little crappy towel. The loquats everywhere though look just fine. A little bit of the tips, but they're looking fine. So I bet lots of people will be buying loquats from now on. Loquats and peaches and plums and stuff at the nurseries. Maybe a lot less mango fever. And this Cara orange looks awful. It's looked pretty bad ever since I've had it. It's had scale and I don't know, some other problems, and it probably has citrus greening by now. Of course, all the leaves and stuff look really rough now because of the cold, but I don't know. I just don't know if I should continue to try to bother with citrus here in Florida. Unless I get one of the really good resistant varieties, like I think it's Sugar Bell or something like that, because, I don't know, it's just a waste of time, isn't it? If this is just the result of waiting for years. I mean, this is 4 or 5 years old. It's never given me oranges and just given me stress looking at it and worrying about it. So, I don't know. It'll probably be taken over anyway because right here's a pineapple guava, which looks just fine. So, pineapple guavas and loquats and persimmons. Persimmon here. Whoop. Scared Joey. He's gonna have to hold something down and mark the Terry. Little cabbage here is all frozen. All the white. It's all gross looking. Damaged. Ugh. I harvested all the larger ones, the smaller ones. I was hoping would get a little larger over the next month or so, but I think they're just going to die. And this giant broccoli or collard or whatever it is, I may not get the chance to find out. And these giant broccolis here don't know if they're ever going to produce. There's 2 giant ones here, this one here, and this one here, and then right beside it are some other smaller ones that are also not producing anything yet. I just kind of wrapped it with a big thing of sheeting, and then I have a bunch of big trash cans and things of water in there. I plan to do this with the mango when I plant my mango, because I'm going to plant a mango in the ground. Over there where that sun is shining, that's where the mango is going to be. Bigger apple protected here because I don't want it to die off. I know that the leaves are already all gone and everything, but I don't want it to die. It's a beautiful day, but my trees are not. They're not. They all got damaged pretty bad. Guava looks pretty bad. I think it's alive though. I think they'll get some peaches still. I thought this cauliflower was dead, but I guess it's still alive. That one there looks pretty bad. It's supposed to rain today, maybe it'll help. Still waiting on the broccoli. Oh, look. You see where the cold destroyed all this? And that little piece of water there. Just kind of shredded through. See where it's damaged on here too. Probably happen with this eventually if it's dried out enough. It's amazing. Still some little broccoli on there. The front looks really bad. I dug up that guava there and brought it inside. I'm going to keep it in a pot until it's a little larger. My seedlings are looking great. These are peppers, tomatoes, and eggplants that I'm going to plant along with corn and beans. I might plant some squash or something too. These things here look fine because they were all inside. This poor guava. That's why I'm keeping the other one in a pot until it's a little larger and has a thicker trunk. Snake plants. Damaged. My star fruits. Things really bad. And my avocado looks pretty bad. I mean, actually, it looks pretty good, but the leaves are damaged, some of them. At least it's alive. This one, things are all dead and brown now. Just leaving them on there to protect the bark, I guess, until it grows some new stuff. Dead pineapples. They might grow something from the sides, but I doubt it. I have to go through and cut all these bananas and everything down that's dead. Because I don't want it to get all moldy and gross. At least the strawberry guava looks okay too. And I'll get some plums and stuff, which is cool. And even though a lot of these were open, it doesn't matter, a lot of them were not, so there'll be plenty of plums, I think, still. So, squash here is still alive, because it kept burying it. Hopefully it'll take off and produce something here before it gets too hot and humid. Hopefully these will make little plums. Here in the front, a little bit damaged, kind of around the outer edges and stuff, but they're still alive. Hibiscus looks dead. And sorghum looks dead. But I would love to get some olives. This would be really cool. But I don't see anything. It looks like little buds forming on any of them. I have 3 of them here, and all 3 they look pretty normal. If they don't start producing here in a couple years, I'm gonna get rid of them. Dragon fruit is definitely not alive. Kind of depressing. Everything is so rough. Oh well. Anyway, I hope it all lives. Bye.